Check this point out. This was probably the craziest shot of the weekend. Maybe even the craziest shot we've seen in Major League Pickleball all year so far. Pat Smith filling in for Riley Newman. Oh, backhand ATP fully stretched through the legs of Genie Bouchard. Watch this one more time. How did he get to this? He just like guessed how to hit that, and it worked out. Check it out in slow-mo. Genie Bouchard's like, what do I do? Clearly in. Nice shot. Very next point, Pat Smith, way out.
And he goes,
Jack Sock is like, same guy. Best shot, followed by one of the worst shots. That might have been the best shot, but it was far from the best moment of the weekend. This was a fun one. Welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Pickleball Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Cali. This week, we're in Phoenix for the next round of MLP. It was super hot during the day, but that's okay because almost all the games were played at night, which made it a ton of fun. We had some great matchups, some really interesting upsets, and some interesting drama. I'm very excited to get into this one. But before we do, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that like button for me real quick. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Share this episode with your pickleball friends. Also, leave me a comment down below. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this week's episode.
This is the new and improved forgiveness. Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness.
I'm not sorry I took the money.
All right, let's take another look at Pickleball Central. Let's see what they've got in their shop this week. If you don't know what pickleballcentral.com is, the place where you can get anything pickleball related. They've got paddles, pickleballs, different shoes, even pickleball machines, whatever accessory that you're looking for, it's all going to be here on pickleballcentral.com. The summer is here. You're going to be playing a lot. Invest in a new paddle now. Pickleballcentral.com has all the best paddles. The Yola, the Carbon, and my favorite, the Proton Flamingo. I am not even joking when I'm saying that I am playing the best pickleball of my life with the Project Flamingo. Proton has some good stuff, so you definitely got to check it out. No matter what you're looking for, you're going to be able to find it on pickleballcentral.com. Best way to get there is going to be by using the link down in the description below. That'll automatically apply a discount at your checkout. That way you don't have to worry about any promo codes. Just click on the link. It's automatically going to apply for you. That way you get hooked up with a little discount. So once again, head on over to pickleballcentral.com and use that link down in the description below. All right, our first matchup of the weekend, we've got the LA Mad Drops taking on the Brooklyn Pickleball team. This is an interesting matchup because these two teams are definitely looking like they're most likely going to make the playoffs. I would say LA is right on that cusp at the 8th spot. Brooklyn looking like the number 4 or 5 team. So this should be a fun one. So we'll start here, women's doubles. Brooklyn up 3-2. LA is serving here. Down by 1, trying to tie it up. This is a fun point. Nice dinking. Back and forth. LA is Catherine Parento, Jade Kawamoto, Brooklyn, Jackie Kawamoto, and Rachel Rohrbacher. Kind of an interesting matchup. Got the Kawamoto twins playing against each other. Just kind of rare. The nice lob from Rachel to her PPA partner, Catherine Parento. She's there. Here comes LA. They're back up at the kitchen. Firefight. Let's go. Good resets from Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn's attacking. Good resets from LA. Man, we are still going in this rally. This is nuts. Solid dinking, solid resets all around. Catherine, Jade, trying to attack, can't find a spot. Back to dinking. Again, the lob from Catherine. Rachel's there. Throws a lob back. Overhead from Catherine. Overhead from Jade. Rolling. Trying to keep him back. Jackie in the net. Finally, that point is over. LA Mad Drops come out on top. We're tied at 3. So we end up tied up at 9. LA trying to take the lead. Get it to a game point. Quick little firefight and Rachel getting tagged. LA has a chance to take this first game. So game point for LA. Catherine, backhand drop. Digs one out of the middle. Reset. Rachel up at the front line trying to put one away. That one's out though. So LA takes game 1. Game 2, men's doubles. Look who it is. Spencer Smith teaming up with Hunter Johnson. Where's Kwang Duong? Turns out Kwang Duong got suspended. He was playing a match in Vietnam. And I guess it was like for money. It was like a sanctioned tournament, and that's against his contract. So he's gonna miss 4 different matches here at MLP Phoenix. He still gets to play 2. He's also gonna have to miss PPA in San Clemente. On top of all that, he got fined $50,000. Now look, if you sign a contract, you gotta follow it. Actually, let me take that back. You don't have to follow it. But the contract is gonna come with consequences if you don't follow it. So maybe this was a move that was calculated by Quang Duong. You know, if you could make $100 grand over in Vietnam, then a $50,000 fine ain't too bad. It is kind of funny though, because Quang Duong has broken contracts multiple times. Recently he had a situation with Selkirk because he was playing with Proton. So it's kind of hard to think that this is like a calculated move, and that he just thinks that he's above a contract. Regardless if he knew he was gonna get suspended or not, it's kind of messed up to your teammates. You know, the LA Mad Drops are right on the cusp of a playoff spot, and seeding is important. So any games that are lost due to his absence, that is a really significant suspension. So let's jump into it. Riley Newman, Deckelbar, taking on Hunter Johnson and Spencer Smith. Hunter Johnson, it's a nice dink, but Deckelbar is there for a nice ATP. 3-6 here. LA down by quite a bit. Look at Deckelbar waiting for the Ernie. Spencer says, I don't even care. I'll hit it down the line anyways. Nice shot. Brooklyn up 10-4 here. Deckelbar, Riley Newman, such a good men's doubles team. Trying to tie this match up 1 game apiece, and they do it. All right, so let's go into mixed doubles. Riley Newman, Jackie Kawamoto, taking on Spencer Smith and Catherine Parento. Riley Newman, such a good mixed player. Let's see what happens here. Go on, Catherine Parento's getting everything. How about this one? Nice angle on the Ernie. Game point for Brooklyn, trying to go up 1 game. They get it done. 1 game away from taking this match against LA. Game 4, Deckelbar and Rachel Rohrbacher taking on Jade Kawamoto and Hunter Johnson. Look at Deckelbar on the right side, going down the line. 4-5 here, LA looking to tie it up. Hunter Johnson, backhand ATP. Puts that one in there. Nice shot. We're tied up at 5. 7-7 here. This game is tight. LA trying to force a dream breaker. Hunter Johnson with the poach. LA up 8-7 here. Deckelbar hits the Burt. Wow. We end up tied at 8. Deckelbar getting so pumped. Look at him go. Brooklyn up 9-8. LA 8-9 trying to tie it up. Look at Deckelbar. He's just waiting on Ernies and Burts. He's all over it. Brooklyn had game point. LA held them off. LA now down by 2. Trying to decrease the lead. Look at the Ernie. Deckelbar gets it done. They get the serve back. Another chance to take this match. Match point for Brooklyn. Rachel goes right at Hunter Johnson to get it done. So Brooklyn with a big win over LA. All right, next up, we've got the Atlanta Bouncers taking on the Utah Black Diamonds. Utah still winless. So we'll jump into game 3. Utah took men's doubles. Atlanta took women's. Check this out. 5-0. Connor Garnett gets it to 6-0 here. But Atlanta still fighting. They're down 3-7 here. Glausman getting ready to hit the Ernie. And she misses. She can't believe it. Gasps. It's as if she said to herself, okay, I need to make up for that. So once again, 7-3 here. And look at Glausman go off. Goes right down the line. Blows it past Connor Garnett. So 3-9 now for Atlanta. They are in rough shape here. Jaume just trying to drop one in. Viv up at the kitchen. Look at Elise Jones just hanging out on the sideline there for the little Ernie. So Atlanta got a lot to do here. Down by 6, 3-9. Look at Viv hitting the Ernie. We're still going. Nice dig from Elise Jones. Connor Garnett back at the baseline. Coming up now. Firefight. Jaume finishes. So they get it to 4-9. So down by 5 now. Viv gonna hit another Ernie. This time with the backhand right at Connor. 6-9 now. Just a 3-point game. Look at Connor Garnett all over the place. Viv nice and controlled. The speed up from Connor. Jaume going hard. Viv's there too. Off the net. Chaos. Slowed back down. Off the bounce. Connor hits it in the net. We've got a 2-point game. 7-9 now. Watch this. Popped up for Viv. Inside out. 8-9. So game point for Utah. Viv. Look at this. Hits another Ernie right at Connor. Saves Atlanta from getting beaten. So Utah with game point. Connor. Tui. Drive on the 3rd. Jaume's there. Viv going at Connor. He pops it out. Atlanta has another chance to tie this. So 9-10. Big point for Atlanta if they could pull this off. Looking to tie it. They were down all game long. So close. We'll start with some dinking here. Viv starts attacking. That's off the net. Look at this. Connor reset. Now Elise Jones with a great reset. Nice get from Jaume. Connor running all over the place. We're still going. Slowed back down. We're dinking. Cross court. Viv to Elise. Goes at Jaume. She speeds up. Firefight. Oh no, it's in the net. Elise Jones held it down. They've got a chance at game point now. So game point for Utah. What's going to happen? Jaume. Oh no. Foot fault. The comeback falls short because Jaume has big feet. Game 4 now. Victoria DiMuzio and Todd Foe taking on Tyler Leung and Jeannie Arakina. Atlanta looking to tie it. It's 4-5. They got to force the dream breaker. Utah looking for their first win of the year. Look at Tyler Leung. Nice backhand stab. How about a second? The Ernie from Todd Foe. Can't find a spot. Jeannie drops it in. Tyler's there. Just trying to reset. Keep him alive. Jeannie dropping in. Tyler trying to attack. And he gets it done. So Atlanta had a lead of 8-7, but Utah starting to come back. They're up 9-8 here, looking to get it to 10-8. Jeannie Arakina, good hands. They've got match point now. So match point, Tyler, backhand drop, grabs the overhead. Jeannie dropping it in. Todd Foe keeping him back. They come up, slice, dink. Oh, and that's in the net. So Utah finally wins a match. They win this one 3-1. All right, next up, we've got the Dallas Flash taking on the SoCal Hard Eights. SoCal has Irina Tereshchenko, who's actually injured. Stepping in her place is Jelena Ingram. So congrats, Jelena. Welcome to MLP. You are on one of the worst teams, and you have to start off by taking on one of the best teams. Not even one of the best teams, the best team. Women's doubles in MLP so far, but look at her go here. Dallas is up 8-4. SoCal trying to hold him off. That ball is out. Honestly, not bad for SoCal. Come in with a brand new player. They got 4 points on the Dallas women. But still, Dallas is going to take this first game, 11-4. So Dallas wins this match in the first 3 games. But this is interesting in the 4th game here. Jelena and Blaine Hovenier, they're going to end up taking down Augie and Hurricane Tyra Black. So even though it doesn't really matter too much, still a pretty cool moment for Jelena to come in and do that. I think she is going to be a big player really soon, so keep your eye on her. All right, next up, last game of the day, we've got LA Mad Drops taking on the Phoenix Flames. Alex Walker playing for Jeannie Bouchard. Jeannie Bouchard had jet lag. She came from Paris. Typical reason for Jeannie to not play. We got Brant Weiss, the coach, with the latest clipboard, trying to remind them Quang Duong, he's wanted. Phoenix is the home team, so they got a ton of fans there. I think I need to get me one of those shirts. So we'll jump into game 3. So far, LA took the first 2 games. We've got Alex Walker and Jack Sock against Catherine Parento and Spencer Smith. So replacement versus replacement here. A lot of people saying that Alex Walker is better than Jeannie Bouchard. I think that's fair to say. This is a fun point. It's 2-1 here. Phoenix up. Speed up from Jack Sock. He's there. Another speed up. Spencer Smith trying to attack. Look, it's Jack Sock running all over the place. That's off the net. They're switched. Jack Sock running back and forth. Gets it done. Wow.
The kitchen line.
Crowd going wild. Coach is going wild. So it's 2-6 here. Phoenix with a nice lead. Looking to get the serve back. Alex Walker got to hold it down against Spencer Smith. Can she do it? That ball's in. Crowd going wild. They love it. So 8-2. Flames looking real good. Jack Sock coming in with the poach. Look at that shake and bake. And so Phoenix here on game point, they're going to get it done. So now they got a chance to try to take this thing to a dream breaker. So game 4, LA out in front big time. It's 5-0, looking to get it to 6-0, but Tyson McGuffin and Jesse Irvin trying to fight them off. Finally, Jesse puts it through the middle. Get the serve back. So can Phoenix come back? It's 1-5. Jesse with an ATP. 2-5 now. Phoenix with an Ernie from Jesse. And Tyson cleans it up. But Phoenix fell short. LA with match point here on 10-3. Hunter Johnson getting it done. So LA defeats the Phoenix Flames on their home court. Have you heard of Bodie Pickleball yet? If you haven't, you gotta know about it. First off, their specialty is overgrips. There's a ton of pro players that are playing with these Bodie Pickleball overgrips. You've got like Hunter Johnson, Paris Todd, Gabe Tardio, just to name a few. You gotta be changing your overgrips regularly. So you might as well just come on here, get yourself like a 30 pack. They've got any color that you want. Maybe get something subtle like white, black, or gray. Personally, I like the neon colors. And when you do get a 30 pack, make sure you get a Bodie Pickleball backpack too. That way you can store all the overgrips in there. There's like a special little compartment on the inside that's perfect for it. And they got more than backpacks and overgrips. I mean, they got edge tape, tungsten tape for weight, paddle eraser, even sleeves. It is going to start to get hot. You are going to start to get sweaty. You might want to get yourself some arm sleeves and pickleball towels. Maybe an armband or two. Anyways, there's a ton to explore, so go check it out. Head on over to BodiePickleball.com. That's BODHI Pickleball.com. And when you check out on your order, make sure you use promo code SORRY. That's SORRY. That'll hook you up, give you a nice big discount. I've tried a few different overgrips in the past, and I'm telling you, Bodie is the #1 for a reason. So head on over to Bodie Pickleball, go find out why. And once again, use promo code SORRY on your checkout. All right, let's move on to day 2. We're going to start here. Atlanta Bouncers are taking on the Phoenix Flames. Two teams that don't look like they're going to make the playoffs, but you never know. If one of the top 8 teams collapses, these might be one of the teams to pick up that spot. Jeannie Bouchard back in action. She got some sleep. Brant's clipboard. Jaume and Puss in Boots. He does kind of sound like him. Is this Jaume right here?
Today, I repay my debt.
I guess they kind of sound similar. Does Jaume make that face? This is what the Phoenix Flames are going to do when they see him. Then he pulls out. Shake and bake. Poach. Quick hands.
Hairball.
Sorry, I have a hairball. Oh no, wait, it's a pickleball. So we'll jump in here to the first game. Women's doubles. Jessie, Jeannie Bouchard taking on Victoria DiMuzio and Vivian Glausman. Look at this. Jesse Irvin hits a nice ATP. So we'll jump into game 4. Atlanta's up 2-1. Tyson McGuffin, Jesse Irvin trying to take over here. And look at this. They get it to 4-0. 4-1 now for the Flames against Victoria DiMuzio and Todd Foe. And look at this. Another ATP. Tyson finishes it. So Phoenix looking to force a dream breaker here. 8-2 now. And so dream breaker point here. Can Phoenix pull it off? They're up 10-3. Lot of room to work with. Tyson McGuffin gets it done. Let's get into the dream breaker. All right, here's our lineup. Jaume versus Jack Sock. Todd Foe versus Tyson. Vivian Glausman against Jeannie Bouchard. And Victoria DiMuzio against Jesse Irvin. So let's get started. Jack Sock against Jaume. Jack Sock with a great shot right on the line. So 3-0 so far for Phoenix. Jack Sock looking good against Jaume. Jack Sock comes up to the line. Uh-oh. He's got to get back. Can't hit that shot. So Jaume at least gets one off of Jack Sock. So 1-3 here. Todd Foe against Tyson McGuffin. Little controversy here. Check this out. Tyson stays up at the kitchen. Gets Todd Foe back to the baseline. Hits the winner.
Chaos. Oh.
Wait a second.
Oh, wow.
And listen in.
Okay, hold on
Wait a second.
McGuffin was cheering and folks running for the ball.
Oh no! They called a distraction on Tyson because he started cheering before the ball was dead. Which, hey, technically by the rule, I guess that's right. But, I mean, that kind of sucks because it was definitely not going to affect the shot. Todd Foe's like, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, he cheers like right as he hits the ball. Watch this. He's going to hit a shot right here. Right as he hit it, he starts cheering. You can't do that. So 4-3 for Phoenix here. Tyson rips a drive down the line. Nice shot. They get it to 5-3. 4-5 for the Bouncers. Jeannie Bouchard against Vivian Glausman. Oh, what is that? The whole crowd silent like, ugh, what happened there? Watch this. What happened here? How do you get body bagged in singles? Yikes. So Jeannie Bouchard did get 1 point. out of Vivian Glossman. Here we are with Victoria DiMuzio. Nice shot from her against Jessie Irvin. So Atlanta takes the lead, 8-7. 9-10 here. Jack Sock against Jaume. He's going to go backdoor. Jaume just like, yep, hey, good choice. So we're tied up at 10. So Tyson McGuffin once again against Todd Foe. Tries to go down the line. Todd's there. Other way. Lefty get from Todd Foe. Gets to this ball, but in the net. Tyson waits till an appropriate moment to celebrate with the crowd. 11-12. Todd Foe looking to tie it for the Bouncers. Nice get there. Tries to drop it in. Can't quite get up, though. Hits another drop with the backhand. Gets up there, but Tyson's ready for it. So Phoenix goes up 13-11. We got Jeannie Bouchard against Viv Glossman. Jeannie Bouchard so far in this round, 2-1 against Viv. Viv's everywhere at the kitchen line, except for that one. Lobs it over her. Bouchard goes 3-1 against her. So Jessie against Victoria DiMuzio hits a great drop shot off the net. Atlanta gets it to a 3-point game. So here's Jack Sock against Jaume. Jaume trying to tie it up. He does it with a great shot. 18-18. So Todd Foe against Tyson. Tie game. Oh, and that's in the net. So the Phoenix Flames have match point, 2019. Atlanta looking to tie it. Tyson hits a nice shot down the line, and that's wide. So the Phoenix Flames win the match against the Atlanta Bouncers in a dream breaker. How fun. Jack Sock seemed to really light it up in that match. I wonder what got into him.
Allegedly, you had some extra motivation coming into this one from some comments from one of the commentators up here. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Greg Dow yesterday when I was tuning in watching pickleball like I like to do yourself yesterday. Wanted to point out that I'm a fairly streaky player and I'm either top 20 or a top 200 player in the world. So I just had a lot of extra motivation to prove you wrong that I'm probably not the 200th best player in the world. I think I'm a little better than that. So
199. I feel like that's a good assessment on Jack Sock. He's either really, really good or just awful. All right, next up, we've got the Dallas Flash taking on the Brooklyn Pickleball team. This should be a good one. Brooklyn up there as one of the top teams. Dallas Flash out in front, 4-1 here. Georgia Johnson sets up herself for a ball down the middle, gets it to 5-1. 2-6 here.
Took her paddle away.
Brooklyn serving, drops it in. Rachel goes to Tyra. They go to Georgia. Goes cross court. Tyra tries to speed it up through the middle. Rachel was there. We got a firefight. Popped up. Back on D is Brooklyn. Trying to drop it in. Georgia Tui. Trying to hit the overhead. Jackie was there, but then Tyra hits the angled shot. Brooklyn down 3-7. A drop in from Jackie. Tries another. Can't get up there quite yet. ATP from Rachel, defended by Tyra. We're still going. The lob. Tyra hits that out, so Brooklyn gets it to 4-7. 9-5 for Dallas. 4-point lead. Looking to get this to a game point. They're looking good. Back on D. Popped up, off the bounce. Jackie goes to Georgia. That's off the net. Here comes Tyra. So they get it to a game point. 10-5. So 10-5, game point. Looking to finish this off. Jackie fires away. Firefight. Rachel getting involved. That's popped up and out. So Brooklyn has a chance. Lot to cover, though. But here they come at 6-10. Rachel firing away. Jackie, the one to finish. 7-10. 8-10 here now. The drop in. Jackie going to Georgia, who fires away. Resetting. Everything. So good. Rachel dinking. Jackie goes cross court. The attack from Tyra. Jackie's there. Counters well right at Tyra's feet. 1 point game now. So 9-10. Brooklyn looking to tie it. They're on D. Back at the baseline. Trying to make their way up. They're there. Uh-oh. Back on D again. Popped up. Overhead from Tyra. Brooklyn still back at the baseline. Trying to drop something in. Getting everything. Can't hit a good ball, though. Here they come. Off the net. Can't quite get to the kitchen. They're back again. Dallas doing a good job trying to keep them back. They're hitting resets so well. Look at this. The attack from Rachel. Oh, no. It falls short. Dallas Flash gets the serve back. They've got a chance to take this first game. So game point once again, 10-9. This is very close. The attack from Georgia slowed back down. Jackie, a reset. Perfectionist. The attack from Tyra doesn't work. Jackie attacks. Tyra's there to slow it down. The flamingo shot. Nothing's working. Everybody speeding up to no avail. We're back to Dinkin. Georgia tries to lob. That's in. Lob back. Overhead from Tyra. Georgia. It's a short little shot. Tries to keep them back. Dinkin. Cross court. Goes to Tyra. Jackie to Georgia. Georgia goes middle. They keep going middle. Nothing working though. Oh, and that's in the net. Oh, Rachel. Brooklyn so close to taking down the #1 women's team. Shows that they are vulnerable. They are beatable. Just not here. So the Flash took game 2 as well. Looking to win this match here in game 3. Mixed doubles. Johnson siblings going against Echo Bar and Rachel Rohrbacher. Look at that ATP. Followed up with a body bag. We're tied up at 2. Deckelbar is just always looking for the Ernie. Gets it to 3-2. He's just so good at them. Here's another one on 2-4. He was like going in the opposite direction. Pivoted. Went right to the Ernie. Deckelbar crushing it here. 4-2. Look at him go. Gets it to 5-2. Brooklyn up 6-2. Watch this drive from Deckel coming up right here on the 5th. Oh, bags. J.W. Johnson. Did he not see that through the sun? 2-7 here. Dallas down by 5. Deckelbar keeping it that way with another Ernie. Brooklyn up 7-4 here. Deckelbar driving. Uh-oh, he's stuck. Nice backhand get. Keeps it alive. Brooklyn back on D at the baseline. Just trying to pop it up and pray something good happens. Deckelbar. Nice backhand drop again. Another one. They're getting them all in there. Staying alive. We're up at the kitchen again. Good job getting there. I can't even see the ball in this sun. How are they playing in this? Dinkin. Georgia going to Rachel. Rachel staying back far off the line. Going at Georgia. Deckelbar waiting for his moment. He's there for the counter. Stays out of the kitchen. We're still going. Here comes Rachel. That's in the net. Wow. So Brooklyn pulled that off. Gets it to 8-4. 4-point lead. Brooklyn looking to extend it. The drive. Followed by another drive. Here comes Deckelbar. Gets it done. 9-4 against a really good team in J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson. This is big for Brooklyn. Johnson's call a timeout and Georgia comes out ready to go. 9-4 for Brooklyn now. Drop in. Deckelbar hits the Ernie right at Georgia. Oh, wow. So Brooklyn has game point. So the Johnsons have a lot to do here. 4-10. Okay, that's out. 5-10. 5-10 now. J-Dub going at Rachel. Gets it to 6-10. J-Dub serving. In the net is Deckelbar's shot. 7-10. 3-point game. Georgia speeds up at Deckelbar and finishes with the overhead. It's 8-10 now. So can the Johnsons make the comeback complete? There's another one. 9-10. So a 1-point game. Johnson's looking to tie it for the Flash. They do it. 10-10. Now they're looking to take the lead and get this to a game point. They do it. This is crazy. They were down 4-10, and here they are with match point on 11-10. J-Dub with the drive. Georgia's there. Nice block by Deckelbar. Uh-oh, ugly shot, and that's out of bounds. Oh, wow. That is crazy. The Flash win this match in a crazy way. I mean, hey, Brooklyn had a chance there. They blew it. You know, if you're a good team, you take advantage of that moment. So that just goes to show how good Dallas is, but it also does show between the first game and this game right here that they are beatable. Just going to take a clutch team to do it. All right, next up, we've got the SoCal Hard 8s taking on the LA Mad Drops. They're going to a Dream Breaker. Here's our lineup for the Dream Breaker. We've got Blaine taking on Hunter Johnson, Ryan Fu against Spencer Smith, Judah Castillo against Catherine Parento, and Irina Terashenko, who's back in action, against Jade Kawamoto. I feel like a weather person doing this. Blaine versus Hunter Johnson, that's going to be some stormy weather. Ryan Fu versus Spencer Smith, 50% chance of precipitation. Judith Castillo versus Catherine, 100% sunny in Catherine Parento's direction. It's going to be a cloudy day for Irina taking on Jade. So we'll jump in here. 3-0 for SoCal. Blaine taking on Hunter Johnson. Hunter Johnson's a great singles player, so this should have been a lot tougher for Blaine, but here he is getting it done, just staying at the baseline, not jumping in too early, waiting for his moment. Let's see what happens. Hunter comes up first and pays the price. Blaine goes 4-0. SoCal leading the way here, 8-7, just a 1-point game. LA looking to tie it. Jade with the lefty shot. Perfectly placed, ties it up at 8. So 11-9 here for the Mad Drops. Ryan Fu against Spencer Smith. Spencer Smith running all over the place. So is Ryan Fu. Look at this. Left to right. That's just out. So Ryan Fu gets it to a 1-point game. SoCal down by 3. It's 12-15. Judith Castillo versus Catherine Parento. Judith up at the kitchen. Here comes Catherine. She's just deciding if she should go up or not. Hesitated and it cost her. So LA has a match point here on 2016. Spencer Smith gets it done for his team off of Ryan Fu's paddle. Wow. So the LA Mad Drops, they actually started this Dream Breaker down 0-1 because they had to replace Kwang Duong with a injury reserve player who wasn't officially on their team. They still got it done. They won by 5. All right, next up, we've got the Utah Black Diamonds taking on the Phoenix Flames, and let's see the latest clipboard. Queen of the court, it's Tyler Leung with like princess hair. Okay, this might be my favorite one so far. Solid photoshopping skills there. You know Tyler's buttered about it. So we'll jump into game 3. Utah took the first 2 games. So looking to seal the deal here in game 3, unless Phoenix could fight them off. Watch this, Tyson McGuffin gonna hit a semi-Burt there, gets him started. Phoenix up 1-0. Tyson defending. Connor Garnett trying to attack. Uh-oh, might have covered too much ground because Jesse finds an open hole down the line. 2-0 now. Utah down 0-3. Elise Jones and Connor Garnett trying to put a point on the board. Connor may have hit an out ball there. Look at Tyson trying to find a spot. Can't do it. He's on the right side now. Playing some defense. Trying to reset. Tyson drops it in. Comes up. Hits the shot right at Elise Jones. Utah starting to climb their way back into this. 3-4 here. Elise Jones back at the baseline trying to drop it in. Here she comes. Tyson taking it easy. Look at Connor Garnett switching spots on the right side. Going at Jesse. Trying to put it down the middle. They drop it in. Tyson hits it in the net. Elise Jones jumping up and down, excited. They just tied it up at 4. 4-5. Utah looking to tie this thing up. Here they come up at the kitchen. Look at Tyson pushing Jesse out of the way. She stays still like a rock. And she is going to go after Connor Garnett and scream in his face. Tyson's like, yo, my bad. Sorry about that. I'm glad you got it done because that would have looked real bad if we didn't. 7-9. Phoenix down by 2. Connor Garnett up front and center. Getting everything. He's going to be very patient here. Going right at the feet. Jesse Irvin not going to speed up. Tyson tries to, though. He's there. Slings it at Tyson, who hits it in the net. 8-9. 1-point game. 8-9 here. 1-point game. Looking to tie it. Tyson gonna try to hit the bird. Doesn't work. We're switched up. Connor Garnett going at Jesse. So is Elise Jones. Connor Garnett staying to the right side. And then attacks Tyson. Catches him off guard. We're tied up at 9. 9-9. Utah looking to take the lead. Connor Garnett tried to speed up. And then Tyson ends up getting it done. So they get the serve back. So 9-9. Looking to take the lead is Phoenix. Connor Garnett puts it through the middle. They get the serve back now. So 9-9 once again. Connor Garnett able to get it to a game point. Sorry, match point. So match point. Jesse dinks in the middle and Connor Garnett eats it up. So Utah pulls off the win. 3 games straight. Next up, we're going to go to the Dallas Flash taking on the Atlanta Bouncers. Look at this score. It is 10-0 for Hurricane Tyra Black and Georgia Johnson. Georgia And Tyra, absolutely dominant here against the bouncers. We got some dinking. How are we going to end this one? Are they going to get the pickle? And that's in the net. So they get the pickle in game 1. Fast forward, we're in game 3. Dallas men took the win. And look at this. Another pickle by Georgia Johnson. She's responsible for 2 pickles in the same match. How crazy is that? Dallas destroying Atlanta. Next up, we're going to go to the SoCal Hard Eights against the Brooklyn Pickleball team. Brooklyn, really good team. SoCal, really bad team. Brooklyn won the first 3 games. I want to show this, though. This is kind of funny. Watch this. Foot fault called on Irina Terashenko. She's like, what? Really? Okay. Very next point.
Foot fault, left foot.
Another foot fault on Terashenko. That is rough. Just a few points later, it's 4-2 for Brooklyn. Keep your eye on Terashenko's feet. A third foot fault. This time she's like, let's just challenge it, because that's crazy. I mean, yep, she clearly is on it. Speaking of foot faults, watch Jeannie Arakina on this point right here. This is against the Flames. She's going hard. They called her for a foot fault. She's like, wait, what? She's like, hold up. I did not hear that. So they decide to challenge it, and that is the foot fault call right there. That is like a centimeter maybe on the line. Probably a good challenge.
The referee's foot fault call stands.
Nobody can believe that it stands. Look, even the ref, she's like, I guess. Jeannie Bouchard is like, wow, that's wild. Crowd going nuts. Jeannie's got to call a timeout. She's like, I need to recoup after that. I would be mad too. Okay, who is looking for the ultimate pickleball vacation? I'm pumped to tell you guys about Dinkaway Travels. It's an awesome combination of world-class coaching and tropical luxury. And it's all in a fun, small group setting. This is like the ideal pickleball vacation. There's no more than 24 people at a time, which is the perfect size for personalized coaching, making some friends, and having a ton of fun. Other pickleball vacations that are out there, even the clinics, a lot of times they're just like overcrowded. There's too many people there. With Dinkaway Travels, you're not going to get lost in the shuffle. It's like the perfect size for both on the court and off the court. Now, not only is this an awesome vacation, you're going to get it for an amazing value. They have trips starting at $1,995. That is for a 5-day all-inclusive trip. And if you use this promo code SNS100, you're going to save even more. Everything's included. The resort stay, ground transportation, all the court time and all the coaching. There's a ton of activities and even entertainment, taxes, tips, fees. It's all included. All you got to do is just show up. So there's no stress about it. You just get to play pickleball in a great spot. So head on over to dinkawaytravels.com. Go book your vacation. They've got a few trips planned in Cancun. One's going to be at the Planet Hollywood. They've got another at El Dorado Royale. So if you love pickleball, if you love sunshine and making new friends, Dinkaway Travels is calling your name. Do not miss out on this. So once again, go to dinkawaytravels.com and use promo code SNS100. All right, let's move on to day 3. We're going to start here. We've got the Dallas Flash taking on the Utah Black Diamonds. Utah starting to put up a fight on the standings at least. So who knows, maybe we could get an upset here against the #1 team. We'll start here in women's doubles. Jeannie Arakina, Elise Jones taking on Hurricane Tara Black, Georgia Johnson. Dallas up 5-2. Tyra dropping it into Elise. Georgia working her way up. Here they are at the kitchen line. The lob from Elise eaten up, but look at that reset. Another good reset, basically off the chest. Jeannie keeps it alive. Elise pops that up, and Tyra takes care of it. 8-2 now. Tyra and Georgia looking real good. Up at the kitchen, we're dinking. Going middle, but Tyra attacks. Uh-oh. Dallas Flash playing some defense. This is Tyra's specialty. Just going to pop it up. Wait for a good moment. Nice drop from Georgia. They're moving up. Resets. Dinking now. Cross court. Going to Elise. Goes back to Tyra. They're just going back and forth. The lob. Eaten up by Tyra once again. Dallas Flash out in front 9-2. And so the Flash are going to take this first game quite easily, 11-2. We'll move on to game 2 now. J.W. Johnson, Augie Guh, taking on Tyler Leung and Connor Garnett. Look at Augie Guh, just ripping a ball down the line, going out in front 4-0. We end up at a 1-point game, though. Utah gets it to 6-7. Look at Tyler Leung trying to dominate at the kitchen line. Nice backhand dink. Connor getting involved. Augie Guh tries to speed up. Big mistake. The lefty Tyler Leung is there. 7-7 now. So Utah down by 1. 8-9 here. This game is close. Connor Garnett going off. Slowed back down. Speed up. Did you hear Tyler Loong? He screamed, out! Connor gets bagged. Listen to this one more time. So 8-9 once again. Utah trying to tie it up. Loong with the shake and bake. We're tied up at 9. But the Flash get it to a game point. 10-9. Trying to get it done right here. That's out. So the Flash go up 2-0. Game 3, you just know that the Johnson siblings are going to dominate. It's 10-2 here. Match point. Connor Garnett tries to speed up. J-Dub is all over it. So the Flash with another win here in Arizona. All right, next up, we've got Brooklyn taking on Atlanta. Brooklyn took the first game. Here we are in game 2, men's doubles. Deckelbar and Riley Newman for Brooklyn taking on Jaume Martinez-Vic, who poaches a ball right there on the shake and bake. Teamed up with Todd Foe. They get it to 5-3. 7-9 here. Atlanta down by 2. Riley going to speed up. Countered nice by Atlanta. They get it to 8-9. So Brooklyn maintains a 1-point lead. It's 10-9. Game point for them. Deckelbar and Riley Newman can't quite get up to the kitchen. Back on D. Riley just backpedaling as hard as he can. Jaume trying to fight them off. Uh-oh, Todd Foe in trouble. That's in the net. So Brooklyn comes out on top. They go up 2-0. Brooklyn's going to end up winning this match against Atlanta, as expected. All right, next up, we've got the Utah Black Diamonds taking on the LA Mad Drops. I feel like these uniforms should be for the LA Mad Drops. Like, why are they wearing green? They're the Black Diamonds. I could forgive it if it was against any other team, but you're playing the team that is also green. So we'll start in game 1, women's doubles. Catherine Parento, Jade Kawamoto taking on Jeannie Irakina and Elise Jones. Catherine firing away. Kawamoto firing away. Look at this. Utah Black Diamonds going off. Good defense from LA. Still trying to attack. Nothing working. Look at Jeannie says, get out of the way, Elise. It's my turn to dominate from the left side. Nothing working. Good gets. That one's a little bit high. LA starting to attack. Utah back on D. Finally. LA comes out on top of that one. They get it to 2-0. Utah starting to come back. It's 4-6 here. Looking to make this a 1-point game. Jeannie Irakina trying to drop in and get to the kitchen. She can't quite do it, though. Finally, she's there. Starts firefighting. Let's go. What's going to happen? Jeannie puts it away. Good patience to work her way up and finally get it done. 5-6 now. Won't be enough, though, as LA is going to come out on top of this one. 11-7. All right, let's go to game 2. Utah Black Diamonds, Connor Garnett and Tyler Loong taking on the LA Mad Drops, Hunter Johnson and Spencer Smith, who's yawning in the middle of this game. That's not a good sign. So we'll jump in here. It's 7-6. Utah is up, looking to increase the lead. Tight game, though. Tui. And look at that. Tyler Long's there. Connor Garnett hits a wild ATP. How did he even reach that? Curled it around. Whoa. He had to run so far to get this. I thought that was going to hit the ground. Turns out it did, just on the other side of the court. So game point for Utah. It's 10-9. Tyler Loong tried to poach it. Didn't work. Hunter Johnson giving it to Connor Garnett. Now Tyler's back at the baseline. Connor's up. Trying to drop it in. And that's in the net from LA. So Utah hangs on. They get the win. We're tied up. 1 game apiece. Game 3. Hunter Johnson, Jade Kawamoto taking on Connor Garnett and Elise Jones. Defensive time. Look at her go. Rolls, dives. Oh, and can't get it over. That is her shot. I wish she hit it. LA is going to come out on top of this one. They're going to win this 11-8. 1 game away from taking this match. LA Mad Drops in game 4. Going to take it 11-4. Quite dominant. Spencer Smith looking good for just filling in. Next up, we've got Atlanta taking on the SoCal Hard Eights. We've got Vivian Glosman, Jaume Martinez-Vic taking on Ryan Fu and Judith Castillo, the Ernie from Ryan. Judith's there trying to hit overheads. Ryan with a big overhead. Todd Foe playing some good D. So is Vivian Glosman. That drops in. Here they are coming up off the net. Helps him out. Oh, and Ryan Fu able to attack the feet. Gets it done. A 1-point game now. We're tied up at 11. Atlanta looking to take the lead and take this match if they win this game. Vivian Glausman body bags Judah Castillo. She's devastated. Match point for Atlanta, 12-11. Oh, and that's in the net. Judah Castillo, what happened? All right, next up, it's Saturday Night Pickleball, and it's actually at night. We got the home team, Phoenix Flames, taking on the #1 team, the Dallas Flash. Okay, look, I know the Flames aren't great, but they are the most fun team in the league. They've got good vibes, fun vibes. And if there's going to be a team that pulls off a crazy upset against the Dallas Flash, it's going to be a team that has really fun vibes while they're at home. So who knows? So we'll start off here, game 1, women's doubles. Tyra in Georgia up 2-1 against Jeannie Bouchard and Jessie Irvin. Big drive from Tyra. Drops the next. Jeannie Bouchard hits a nice angle. Overheads from the Flames. That's in. Right through the middle. Tyra loses an earring. This place is going crazy. What is happening? Coach Brant on the sidelines. What's on his clipboard? Little babies, Johnson & Johnson. This is a solid one. 1-6 here for the Flames. They're down big. Jeannie Bouchard, watch out! Don't run into the net! Oh my gosh. That was a close one. I just had flashbacks. In case you missed this, what was this, last year? Jeannie Bouchard just taking down the whole net. Oh no. It makes me laugh every time. Clearly she's learned her lesson here. Still 1-6 for the Flames. Down by quite a bit. Look at Jeannie Bouchard! Oh my gosh! The shake and bake works. Jeannie with a nice drop. Nice get again. Keeps it alive. Backhand stab is in. Oh! Jessie Irvin blew it. Okay, so 10-1 here, game point. I mean, it's not even close. Flash are just too good. They take game 1. Next up, we got men's dubs. Look at these jerseys. Flashy Flash. How is that allowed? I feel like if that's on the front of the shirt, which it is, that has to be super distracting, right? So we'll jump in. It's 2-0 here. Jack Sock tries to poach, completely misses. Very next point. 0-2. Flash. Oh, get a point off of that. Terrible miss from Jack Sock. Jack, you gotta lock in, dude. Very next point, once again. Jack Sock, backhand dink in the net. So 5-3 for the Flash. Augie speeding up right away. Firefight. Let's go. That's in. Flash out in front by 3. 6-3. 3-7 for the Flames. Look at this. Augie off the net and bags Jack Sock. So the Flames just down by 2 now. It's 5-7. Big drive from Jack Sock. That's off the net. Tyson's there with the resets. Jack 2 reset. Another one. Nice dig from Tyson. Jack Sock dinking at Augie. Goes to J-Dub. Goes middle. The speed up from Augie. Eventually in the net. The Flames are just down by 1 now. So the Flash up 9-7. Looking to get this to a game point. Phoenix trying to hold them back. They're up at the kitchen. Look at that shot from Jack Sock. Inside out. Wow. 7-9. Flames down by 2. Looking to get the lead to just 1. They're attacking. Jack goes full send on J-Dub. They win the hands battle. 8-9 now. So 1-point game. J-Dub hits an ATP. That next ball is out. Dallas holding off the Flames. So 9-8, looking to get it to a game point once again. Speed up from Augie is just swallowed up by Jack Sock. Just stares him down and laughs. So 9-8 for the Flash. And Jack Sock gonna speed up again. That ball's out. Flames have a chance to tie it now. Flash flood warning. J-Dub gonna cry. So looking to tie it is the Flames. A drop in. Tyson's there. Goes right at Augie. We're tied up at 9. 9-9 now. Flames looking to take the lead. Oh! Jack Sock tried to speed up. Countered right back at him. Jack Sock serving on 9-9. That return is long. So the Flames have game point. Look at this crowd. Flames up 10-9, game point. Jack Sock goes inside out. Jack, tweener! Oh, Tyson, you blew it. That would have been crazy. This place would have exploded. So now the Flash looking to tie it. That's in the net from J-Dub. Second serve. Trying to get the serve back as the Flames. The speed up from J-Dub, and Tyson is there. The Flames have a chance to win it now. So 10-9, second serve. Jack Sock rips a shot, and that is out. Huge upset. The Flames take down Augie Gunn and J.W. Johnson. We're tied up at 1 game apiece. This place is blowing up. Wings flapping, signs in the air. Before we move on, I just gotta say, this is why I advocate for home and away games in MLP. It would be such a better format. Like, look how much fun these people are having right here. The Flames aren't even a great team, but they still show up. They support them. You would show up on a Saturday night if you're going to get some quality entertainment like this. They're putting on a show. Like, that's what it's about. All I'm saying is, it's not always about winning. It's not about having the best team. It's about the vibes. I would much rather root for a team that represents my hometown, city, state, and show up to support them, even if there's just the slimmest chance that they could do something really cool. If I lived in Phoenix, I would show up every single Saturday night for something like this. So the Johnson siblings took game 3, but here we are in game 4. Tyra and Augie. Here's Brant's strategy. Hurricane Tyra has now been downgraded to a tropical storm. But let's be real. They're taking on Jeannie Bouchard. I don't think she would ever step foot outside in a rainstorm, even if it was just the lightest mist. So the Flash win 3 games to 1, but that was a fun men's doubles match. The Dallas Flash are they're going to be that top team. It's between them, St. Louis, maybe New Jersey. If you're any other team, though, you need to follow the Phoenix Flame model. Get fun players on your team. Get the people out to watch them play. Because if you can't win, at least have fun. I have played with a ton of different pickleballs. You probably have as well, and you know by now, some are better than others. On top of that, some are way more expensive than others. That's why it is a miracle that Crown Pickleball exists. Crown Pickleball allows you to get a pro-grade pickleball for rec play prices. They do 100% guarantee their products, and this is where you're gonna get the best deal in pickleball. I mean, check this out. They've got like 3 packs, they've got 18 packs, they've even got 100 packs. Now, I know 100 pack is a big commitment, that's a lot of space. Personally, I think it's a great deal, so you might as well do it. But even the 18 pack, 40 bucks, are you kidding me? There's 2 different brands of balls that the pros use right now, and the price for those are insane, to the point where it's not worth getting it, especially when you could get just as good of a ball for way less. So get the most bang for your buck. This is the highest value pickleball on the market right now. So head on over to crownpickleball.com. Make sure you use promo code SNS at your checkout. If you thought you were saving a ton of money already, that's going to help you out even more. Once again, head on over to crownpickleball.com and make sure you use promo code SNS on your checkout. All right, day 4, Sunday. Let's jump into our first match. We've got the Utah Black Diamonds taking on the SoCal Hard Eights. So we'll jump into game 3. Utah and SoCal split it 1 game apiece so far. We've got Blaine Hovenier hitting a shot and saying, right here, right now. That's his thing. They've got a counter going. He said it 18 times so far. But ultimately, their efforts fall short. Utah takes game 3. Utah gonna take game 4 quite easily. Tyler Loom holding it down. They win at 11-4. All right, next up, we've got a pretty good match here. 2 top 8 teams. LA Mad Drops taking on the Dallas Flash. So we'll jump in here. The LA Mad Drops are actually winning. It's 4-3. Jade dropping her way up. Catherine dinking to Georgia. That one's up high. Jade attacks 5-3. 9-3 now for LA. Look at this. Huge lead. That's in the net. Dallas Flash not looking good. So game point against the #1 women's doubles team. They do it. Catherine Parento, Jade Kawamoto with a huge upset. I mean, look, they're a good team, but I think it should be said, the Flash played the last game of the night before. This is the first game of the morning. That's a tough turnaround, especially in this Arizona heat. All right, let's go to men's doubles next. Look who's back. Kwang Duong. Suspension over, at least for MLP. You know, Spencer Smith wasn't too bad. Only problem is, if you have Spencer Smith, you got to start down a point based off the MLP rule. So 4-5 here. LA just 1 point away from tying this thing up. Nice counter from Kwang Duong. Speeds up, firefight. resets, slows it back down. Very good. Then speeds up again. Hunter's there to clean it up. We're tied up at 5. So the drops down 6-10. Kwang Duong with a nice counter. That's in. Cuts the deficit to 3. 8-10 now. How about a little shake and bake? Kwang Duong's there. Gets it to a 1-point game. This is crazy. Can the Mad Drops tie this thing up against the number 1 team? Look at this. They're coming in hot. Hunter Johnson getting it done. We're tied at 10. So we're tied up at 10. The Flash have the serve now. Hunter Johnson dinking with Augie. Oh, that's in the net. Game point now for the Flash. Can they squeak out a win against the Mad Drops? Let's see. We're dinking middle. A lot of middle balls. Kwang Duong taking it. Going to J-Dub. Switches up and goes to Augie. Big mistake. He speeds up, and that's popped up and out. So the Flash hang on. Wow. That was close. Mad Drops could have went up 2-0, and worst case scenario, lost in a Dream Breaker, but Dallas Flash held it together. Looks like the Flash got some momentum. They win the next game 11-3. Game 4, it's 1-5 here. Kwang Duong and Catherine Parento. Oh, Kwang Duong going at Georgia's head. Got real quiet. Very next point, 2-5 now. Georgia's going to go right back at Kwang Duong's head. He ducks out of the way, but that's in. So the Flash have match point here, and they get it done. They end the weekend undefeated. All right, next up, we've got the Phoenix Flames taking on the SoCal Hard Eights. SoCal up 2-1, and a body bag by Jeannie Bouchard is how it ends. SoCal finally gets a win. Blaine Hovenier pumped. Maybe a little too pumped. Oh my goodness. Blaine getting violent. This teammate's rear ends. He's in pain. All right, next up, we've got the Utah Black Diamonds taking on the Brooklyn Pickleball team. We'll jump into game 2. Brooklyn took the first game. And listen in on this. This is a funny point. Deco Bar says, yep, even paddle taps. But Connor was there. And I was like, yo, you can't do that. What? What kind of explanation is that? Doesn't reach the level of hinder. Okay. He literally cheered. I mean, we saw this happen with Tyson earlier this weekend. Tyler Loong had it happen to him, I think it was last weekend, or it was actually 2 weeks ago when he screamed, out, against Matt Wright. So I'm surprised Tyler Loong isn't making a bigger deal of it. So Brooklyn was down 2-7, but here they are at 5-7 now, starting to make their way back into this, and Deco Bar with the flick, tags Connor Garnett, 1-point game. So Brooklyn gets it to 9-10, just a 1-point game. Drive from Deco Bar. Riley coming in hot, gets it done, 10-10. But Utah ends up with game point here, 11-10. Tyler Loong counters it right through the middle. So Utah ties this matchup 1 game apiece. Game 3, Brooklyn up 10-6. This was an interesting point. Watch Riley Newman. Gonna go for the Burt. Hits it in the net, and uh-oh. He's holding his inner leg there. Looks like on the jump, he must have pulled a muscle or something. Oh, like he didn't make contact with anything. Down for the count. That is not good. He's gonna tough it out, though, and come back out there. Utah with the serve on 6-10. Look at Riley, still hanging in there. Oh, he looks like he's in pain for sure, limping around. 7-10, Riley still moving around, getting it done, side out. A chance to win this game. So game point, Riley with a big drive, coming in, crashing hot. They win at 11-7. He looks so relieved. Game 4, we've got Deco Bar and Rachel Rohrbacher taking on Tyler Loong and Jeannie Arakina. Utah down by 5. It's 4-9. Utah attacking. But look at the defense from Brooklyn. What a get lefty. Deco Bar gets Brooklyn up to the kitchen line. We're dinking now. What's going to happen? The speed up is out. So Brooklyn pulls it off. They're going to end up winning this match. So thankfully they didn't need to go to a Dream Breaker, because Riley would not have been able to do that most likely. Next up, real quick, we'll do the LA Mad Drops taking on the Bouncers. LA crushing the Bouncers. Mad Drops with a 4-game sweep. Duong Duong able to help his team get a win. All right, last but not least, the final match of the weekend. We've got the Phoenix Flames taking on the Brooklyn Pickleball team. Riley Newman not playing. Pat Smith is in. This is why we got subs on the team. So we'll jump into game 2. Brooklyn took the first game. Here they are leading 4-1. Pat Smith and Deckelbar looking great. So it's 5-4 here. Just a 1-point lead for Brooklyn. Deckelbar driving from the baseline. He's got to get up. It's a little floater ATP. Gets it to 6-4. By the way, we got to show Brant's clipboard for this match. So easy a caveman can do it. Oh. You saying Deckelbar looks like a caveman? Pretty accurate. 7-8 here. 1-point game. Flames looking to tie it. The drop in from Jack Sock. Jack is going to hit an overhead right down the line. Ties it up at 8. And on 8-8, we're going to get a speed up from Tyson. Right at Deckelbar. They've got the lead now. And that made the caveman angry. Speeds up right at Jack Sock. Gets him in the chest. 8-9 now. 1-point game. The Ernie from Deckelbar. That's out. We're tied up at 9. 9-9 now. Brooklyn looking to take the lead. The speed up from Pat Smith. They get themselves a game point. Caveman is locked in. But just like a caveman, he discovers fire. The Flames hold him off. Flames looking to tie it. Pat Smith holding it down. Sends it through the middle. They've got the serve back, a chance to take this game. And so 10-9, game point. Can they get it done? Brooklyn speeds up through the middle, and that's out. Pat Smith wins his first game. Brooklyn in game 3. They are going to win 11-5. Deckelbar so pumped. Call me a caveman one more time. Interestingly enough, they won the 4th game as well, which means Pat Smith is 2-0, which places him as the #1 player in Major League Pickleball. Okay, obviously, nobody's really taking that seriously. But still, he's at the top of the leaderboard. It's a good thing that Brooklyn was able to take that win without Riley Newman. Disappointing Phoenix couldn't take advantage of it. But Brooklyn's a solid team. They're definitely looking like the #4 spot. Caffeine is like the best thing that you could have before a pickleball match. Most of us drink coffee. But what kind of coffee are you drinking? If you drink any coffee at all, you have to check out Pegasus coffee. Coolest part about Pegasus coffee is it's made on Bainbridge Island, which is the original spot where pickleball was invented. This is literally a pickleball blend of coffee. They are the official coffee of pickleball. I've tried it. It's honestly delicious. And look, here's the thing. You can get your coffee at some of these big corporate locations made in like these huge factories. I prefer to get my coffee from like local shops, small businesses. That's why it's so cool to me that I can get coffee that's like a pickleball coffee and it's helping support like a mom and pop shop. Coolest part is you can get a bag too. They set up for delivery. You can even get a subscription. So if you just want a bag of coffee delivered to your door like every few weeks, you could do that. So head on over to PegasusCoffee.com. Go grab yourself a few bags of coffee. And when you do, make sure you use promo code SNS10. That's going to save you some money on your checkout. It's a win-win. You get great coffee and you're helping support a business that supports pickleball. So once again, head on over to PegasusCoffee.com and use promo code SNS10 on your order. All right, well, that's going to do it for the highlights from MLP Phoenix. Before we move on, let's do a round of Hooks of the Week. Hooks of the Week is brought to you by Close Call Replay. Shout out to Close Call Replay for being the ones that have innovated this sport. We used to just have no challenges. Then there was like grainy footage at the worst angles. It was almost not even worth having challenges at all. Then Close Call Replay came along and they had super duper slow-mo cameras. They were all right down the line so you could see exactly if the ball was in or out. And having a good replay system is very important. People are betting on these matches. Money is on the line for the players. And also us fans, we want to see a good match that doesn't get sabotaged by players who are cheating, or at the very least, just not giving the benefit of the doubt. So go support Close Call Replay. You can check out their social media as well as their website. All that can be found down in the description below. It's a very much needed service, because as you're about to see, we have some very close calls. Coming in at number 5, this was in the Dream Breaker. The Mad Drops are winning by 3. SoCal trying to close the deficit. Look at this shot from Blaine Hovenier. Oh, Hunter Johnson calls it out immediately. Ugh, and the grandstand cameras are just terrible at challenging a call. I mean, well, from this, it looks like it's in. It looks like that hits line. Definitely is not clearly out. I'll say that. So Hunter Johnson looking like a hook. Coming in at number 4. This is from Atlanta versus the Phoenix Flames. This is a rough one. Look at this overhead from Vivian Glosman.
She missed that?
Whoa.
And they call that out.
Okay, so
Jeannie's just kind of playing dumb. Jesse Irvin's like, yeah, that was out, right? I'm so sure it was out that I'm going to look at the bench. They stick with the call. And not only is this rough, but they don't even get to challenge it. So take a look at the top left. That is in. Way inside the line. That's crazy. So Jesse Irvin, the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, no way, it's the exact same team. Jesse Irvin and Jeannie Bouchard. This overhead from Georgia.
Georgia Johnson actually.
Oh, it's called out. And again, Jesse Irvin is like hesitating and then calls it out. Oh, I mean, look, that's very far in, like this way, front to back. But maybe sideways, it's a little bit closer, and it's tough to tell at that angle, but obviously very much in. So Jesse Irvin with the 3 spot as well. Coming in at number 2, not again. Jesse Irvin and Jeannie Bouchard, it's like they have to hook. Oh, it's always Jesse though. Look how much it's in. That's crazy. These are really bad, Jesse. Look, 1, maybe 2 I can let you get away with, but 3? Jesse with the 4, 3, and 2 spot on hooks of the week. Coming in at the number 1 hook of the week. Oh gosh, it's the Flames again, but this time they get hooked. So they call that long. Flames are like, I'm not sure. Catherine Parento feeling so confident. She's like, psh, no way. Look at that ball. Spencer Smith is like, wow. Catherine Parento is in absolute disbelief. She's like, oh, no way. She's shocked. She's like, what? That was that far in? Wow. I can't believe it. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's a bad call by me. But here's the thing. The mat drops did not hook anybody. Watch this shot. That's like right by the D in DoorDash, the second D. Wait a minute. That's not even the same ball. Did the replay team mess up which shot it was? Let's slow it down frame by frame. Let's see. Where does this ball even land? I mean, look, I'm not even saying that it was out, but that definitely was not the right replay. In fact, I think it was this serve right here. That looks more like it. So the number 1 hook of the week goes to the BPA replay system operator. All right, well, that's going to do it for our recap of MLP Phoenix. Before we head out of here, let's play a game. A partner body bag winner off the net.
Partner body bag winner off the net. Partner body bag winner off the net. Leia Jansen winner off the net. Bryson McGuffin winner off the net. Haley Waters body bag. James McDonald body bag. Sorry not sorry winner off the net. Sorry not sorry partner.
All right, before we move on, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that supports the show in any way that you do it. But I want to give a big shout out to everybody that has joined the Patreon. You could join the Patreon as well. Head on over to patreon.com/sorrynotsorrypickleball. For as little as $5 a month, you could become a member. There's a few different levels with a few different perks. Big thank you to Darren, Rob, Allie, Denny, Eddie, Jana, Jason, Jeff, Pickleball Jones. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. And also, if you have some time, check out the Etsy store. You can grab yourself some Sorry Not Sorry gear. Go represent the show out there at PPAs or MLPs. Maybe you're just at your local courts. The link for everything is down in the description below. All right, partner body bag winner off the net, the game where I'm giving 3 people in the pickleball world, and I got to decide who I'd partner with, who I'd body bag, and who I'd hit a winner off the net against. This week, I'm going to do the 3 people that had to fill in as substitutions. We had Spencer Smith filling in for Kwang Duong. We had Pat Smith filling in for Riley Newman. We had Jelena Ingram filling in for Irina Terashenko. Ooh, so who do I want to partner with? Honestly, who do I want to body bag? I'm not a big fan of Spencer Smith. I don't know, he seems okay, but I think it would be funny if I body bagged him and then he gets all upset. Maybe his girlfriend, or as some of the players know her, his trash girlfriend. Maybe she would get a little upset at me and then there'd be some drama. That could be fun. And I mean, you know, Pat is probably the better player between the next two. Plus, you know what, Jelena, you're like a rookie. You're 17. I got to hit a winner off the net against you. That's like your initiation, I guess. So there you have it. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Before you leave, go ahead and hit that like button real quick. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Share this episode with your pickleball friends and some family members. Also, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this weekend. Give me any hot takes or rankings. What are you most looking forward to for next weekend? We're going to be back next week. We've got MLP, Salt Lake City. We've got a lot of teams in the action, so it should be a fun one. Once again, thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We'll see you back next week. Take care.
Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness